big pressure on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, Wolverhampton Wanderers away. Wolves also played yesterday. They were away at Grimsby. Had to play on that pitch they played on was terrible, man. It's like an absolute mud bath. A real throwback that game. But they came through it 1-0, tight game. So probably they've exerted a lot more than us, and they did play a very strong team. Obviously, they're saying we may as well go for it because we know we're going down. But despite the fact that, you know, we're all looking at it and thinking it should be a regulation win, they did give us a very tough game when they played us at the Emirates Stadium. Surprising, you know, really surprised us at how resolute they were. We only just won it in the last minute, 2-1. Listen, we take that on Wednesday, but what we want to do is go there and get a good win ahead of that North London derby on Sunday. Jack, how you feel about that? It's a lot of pressure on this game now. You know, I mean, we dropped points against Brentford. We cannot drop any points in this game.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it in the last episode where I don't think it matters who the opposition is now. On paper, that's 2 wins in 6 league games. If we're trying to fight for a title, whether you're City, Chelsea, whoever you are fighting for this title, Villa, 2 wins in 6 isn't good enough. No matter injuries, excuses, this, that, 2 wins in 6 is not good enough to win a Premier League. So we need to turn that around now. If not, we're not going to win nothing. City will catch up. We all know how it goes. We've seen it so many times. So Wolves is a great platform to build to go into a North London derby, because it is probably a team you have the opportunity of, if you turn up and play your best, we can get 4 or 5 goals. I think every Wolves fan would admit that if Arsenal turn up and play their best, they're going to hold a beating. But that's the problem. Are we going to turn up? Are we going to have the mentality of, oh, it's a Premier League title on the line, we need to batter these? Or are we going to go into it with, oh, it's only Wolves, we'll be all right, and end up getting shocked like we nearly did at the Emirates? So it'll be a tough one mentally, I feel, more than maybe on the pitch, because, you know, quality-wise, we all know Wolves are really poor, especially this season. I think they're still on single digits, I think, so I think not great at all. But, you know, I just wanted to mention as well, by the way, Wigan, Jamie Carragher, your son lost. Just wanted to mention that, because he keeps bringing up Arsenal, so your son lost, have that, mate. But yeah, Wolves, I don't know.
That's a bit hurtful, isn't it?
Hey, he keeps coming for us, so I just needed to throw that one in there. Jamie, you deserve that jab. But yeah, Wolves. You know what is? They have that. Is it Mateus Mane? I think he's a midfielder.
Yeah, very good. Very
quality. He looks so good.
I don't think he'll be there next year.
Yeah.
Or Joe Gomez. Yeah,
I've never heard of this Mane guy until maybe like a month ago.
He's come through their academy,
and he looks so good. So in terms of looking out for people that can maybe trying to point to get himself a move back to the Prem at the end of the season, he could be maybe someone that we have a bit of trouble with. But realistically, full strength team, go in there looking at 3 goals minimum. That's what I'd be hoping for, and then just go in off a platform for Tottenham. I think finding out who's going to play 10 should be that aim for that Wolves game. Whoever plays against Wolves in the 10, I would want to play against Tottenham. So I know Eze might be the obvious option, but maybe he thinks, oh, Saka looked really good there the other day, we're going to go with Saka. But I'd want to keep the rhythm. Both? So if you play Saka against Wolves, I want Saka to play there against Tottenham. Odegaard could even be back, innit?
Odegaard could be back. Could have been just fully rested for...
Yeah, so I think, that's my only hope in terms of what I'm looking for out the game. Get some rhythm into whoever the number 10 is going to be. Just get them fluid with whoever they're going to play with. So if that's Eze, Odegaard is back, Saka plays there. Just focus on getting that 10 sort of ready for the next couple of games.
Big game in Italy.
More than 3 points. It's a must win for me. And I'll tell you what, it's more than 3 points, because it's a game in hand over Man City for probably 6 to 7, maybe even 8 weeks. Because they don't know when they're going to fit their game in against Crystal Palace, obviously with Europe and things like that, until one of them goes out of Europe or whatever, or both. So for me, you know, like, yes, it's a massive game, but we go 7 points clear. There's nothing anybody else can do about it if we go 7 points clear. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and that's the big thing here. You get 7 points clear. I think the next 6 games, if someone told me that Man City go into bat first, you know what I mean? So they're always going to put it back to 4-4-4-4, right? But if we don't win that game, it's 1-2, you know what I mean? So I think it's very, very, very important that we win this game.
Yep.
It is a must win. I don't think you can look at it and go, oh, so, you know, even the game against Brentford, as poor as we played, people have asked me, is it a good point or a bad, or point gained or 2 drop? I think it's a point gained because they're in the top 7 and we're away from home and it was a difficult game. if we draw this game, say against Wolves, that is
disaster.
There's a disaster. There's no two ways about it. So all the pressure is on us. You know, I went to the game yesterday, relaxed, not really worried about it and all that. Going up to Wolves, I'm going to be nervous. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be nervous all the way through it. You know, until we get 1, 2, hopefully 3 goals in front, then you can start to relax. But I don't think it's going to be as simple as that. I think it's going to be a tough game. I do think that we'll come out comfortable winners in the end if we handle the pressure. And I also think this is a game where I'm going to just sit there and I'm going to look at Arsenal. I'm going to look at the players. I'm going to look at the manager. And this is a game where I go, are you mentally up for this title? Because I physically, talent, I've got no problem. I've got no problem Arsenal win this league. I still think Arsenal win this league. But have they got it mentally? And I think that, have they learned from the lessons of the last couple of seasons? And I think that what I've seen, I think we have. You know, we've gone through. Well, someone said to me the other day, what makes you really... Well, last season we went out to semi-final stages against Newcastle. This time around, under a lot of pressure, particularly the game against Chelsea at home, where if we'd have lost that game, there'd have been a lot of people going questions. Like, I thought we mentally come through that, showed a bit of experience. Now go up to the bottom team, flex your muscles and make sure you do it. Like, I don't think you can have any excuses if we don't. And that puts pressure on you, Rob, you know what I mean? So, but for me, it's a must win. Do I think we will win? Yes, I do. I believe in this team. But if we don't win, I can tell you that now, if we do not beat Wolves, I don't think we'll win it. That's how big this game is, you know what I mean? Because I look at it and think, like, you know, you've got to keep that 4-point gap away from a team like Man City, like, you know, and if you can't do it against a bottom league team, there's questions.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think even if you think back to last year, we just beat Wolves, just about. We beat them 1-0. We had that controversial red card, which wasn't a red card. Calafiori comes on, we score. Do you know what I mean? We see out the game, but it goes to show that although this is a team that's not very good, they can still put in a graft. Do you know what I mean? They still can pinch points. I mean, they got Sean Dyche sacked. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. In that 0-0 against Forest, do you know what I mean? But I completely agree with you guys. We have to go there and win. To me, it's a non-negotiable. It's a game where, you know, top of the league versus bottom of the league. You should be going there and saying, we're top for a reason. Do you know what I mean? There's levels between us. Yeah, exactly. There's levels between us in all areas in terms of mentality, talent, just overall setup. We should be going there and saying, right, go on, go flex your muscles. Eze, Saka, who else is ever playing? Go lock in. And as well, we got such an important game after that in the North London derby. You want to go into that game with 3 points behind you, knowing that you go into your rivals who've just got a new manager as well, probably going to be feeling themselves a bit. So it's so important to get the 3 points, especially after what happened to Brentford. So we just got to lock in seriously.
Yeah, I think it's one of them where there's absolutely
no margin for error,
no excuses for Arsenal. Listen, after that Brentford game, you know what I mean, I was sort of saying some fans were losing it a bit too much for me, right? They were like, I was like, listen, like you said, we don't know whether it's a good point or a bad point yet. It's
probably
but
both.
One thing I do know, right, being at that game, that's a difficult place to go to, man. And there's not going to be a lot of teams. If they play like that, they'll give any team problems in the Premier League. They're very direct. They defend well. They've got a unique style of playing. They've got a unique, you know, that guy with a long throw, like you know, I mean, like it's like you face about 30 corners in a game, right? So it's a difficult game. This one, even though I know they've been resolute sometimes, you know, Wolves. I was looking at their results. They drew at home to Newcastle. They drew with Forest, we know. But even in that draw against Forest, I think they faced 36 shots on their goal. 36. They lost at home to Chelsea, lost at home to Bournemouth. Right, City beat them. We know that was at the Etihad. Even though I know they were resolute against us, but like you said, we have to win this game. I will not make any excuses for this team if they don't win this game. We've had a game. Yeah, even as I said, the FA Cup, they've had to go away to Grimsby, play on a mud bath pitch, scrape a 1-0 win. We've had a comfortable home win where we've changed our whole team. There's players like Declan Rice and that, they've literally had the week off. They've been rested. Gabriel, all these guys, complete rest. there are zero excuses going into this game. We must win it. We must win it. Oh, you know, winning it well would be great ahead of the North London derby, like you said, Jack. That'd be fantastic. But the most important thing is winning it. We won there last year. Replicate that, and then we're good again. And like you said, Lee, it's that psychological thing of having those 7 points. All right, the other team can say we've got a game in hand, but like you said, you don't know when you play it, when you're going to play that game. That's against Palace, who Palace have had some few little moments against City. We know over the years, right?
FA Cup, mate.
And it could be in a very congested time when that fixture gets put on that, you know, goes against either team. It could go against Palace if they got maybe just after them playing a Europa League game. It could go against City. They could be in a tough run of games and then they got that. I don't know, but the main thing is when you've got those points in the bag, psychologically, that again means that the margin for error for Manchester City is starting to get even less and less. And that's how we talk about us handling the pressure. They've also got to handle pressure.
I am first. There I am. Look at that. First.
There's only a point in it. Don't bottle it.
Yeah, pressure's on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back the Arsenal. If part of me wants to go 2-0, but I'm gonna go 3.
Thank you very much, mate. 2-0 Arsenal. There we go.
I was thinking 3-0 as well.
It's Curtis just go first.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm above Curtis. I'm taking my points back. I'm taking my points back, mate. I mean, I told you already.
Let's have that league table up, please, Ryan. I did think that it was
it
go next.
Kenya.
That league table is not accurate. I'll get my points back.
I was going to say 3-0 as well. It's not my score. Whatever. I'll say 4-0 for Curtis.
I'm going to go 4-0.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not my score, is it?
Yeah, he's done out.
I've got to go with something different, innit?
Yeah, because you are down the bottom now.
It's 3-1.
3-1. Oh, he's going to stay at the bottom now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to stay down there, isn't he?
4 on that.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Because they didn't score again. They didn't.
I doubt they're going to score.
Yeah, they already scored.
They didn't score a lot of goals.
This is Mane.
No lock-in?
I go 5, Rob.
Why don't you just go 3?
I'm actually going to go 3-0 as well, because that was what I was originally
Yeah, why not? That's it, go with me. Stick with me, Rob. Stick with me. I've got Curtis off the bottom. I'll get you off the bottom and all that. You know what I mean? You stick with me.
Right, the bottom.
This is like, it sounds weird to say because they're bottom of the league, but this is a game where you go and make a statement.
Yeah.
So, we're here to win this.
Yeah.
Wolves are going to swat that away. And we're not dissing them, because like you guys said, they've got a few good players in that team.
Yeah. But
you have to go and win this game.
Bottom for a reason.
Go and win this game. Go. I want Arsenal in this game as well. And this is a thing that one of my criticisms in a few away games, not all, because they didn't really do it against Leeds. The slow starts in the first half is what I think is costing Arsenal.
Yeah.
Go out there from the kickoff and dominate Wolves. Go and get a couple. Do like what we did. The game was over, isn't it? After a couple of goals went in. Go and do that against Wolves. Go and get a couple of goals early, which then means they can't just do what they did at the Emirates, which was just basically just park the bus and make it really, really frustrating for us. They're going to have a go. Go and do the business early.
That's my only hope, is that the fact that where they're bottom and they already know they're relegated, is the fact that maybe a team
it's a free hit for them, isn't it? Yeah.
Team fighting, maybe a West Ham, a Tottenham, a Forest, who are fighting relegation, might go, let's just get the point. We know we're not going to beat them, but we can sit back and try hold out for a point, and that might help us climb here. And with Wolves, they're going, 0, 1 or 3 points are all pretty much useless for us. It's not going to help us anyway. We're down.
But sometimes that helps us, Jack, because sometimes that only works in your favour if, you know, it can work against you if, like, a team comes and scores a couple of goals. Do you have that fight then to say, right, we're going to fight tooth and nail to try and get 2 goals back? Because when you're struggling now, you may have to do that. But but when you're sort of, you're gone.
Yeah, they're sort of just
you're kind of like,
what I don't want to see is, and this would be, obviously I don't want to see us lose or draw, let's get that out there. But I don't want to see it that they want it more than us. You know what I mean, like at the end of the day,
that can't happen.
That cannot happen. It's got to be all on it. It's all on us.